Hello and welcome back to Let's Play DROD RPG, A Test of Mind. We've just come back from the forest village, gained the blue key, and we have plenty enough attack to take on the red guard that we encountered right at the beginning of the hold. But before that, it's time to go back to the previous levels. We now have access to all 4 of them, and have a look over what we've left behind. This is a very fun part of DROD RPG, going back to previous levels and feeling so powerful against the monsters who were such a threat to us when we first encountered them. First of all, let's just have a look. Right, the guard, 256 damage. We can easily deal with him. I would like to get 200 attack to deal with gel babies more easily. That's my main goal at the moment. The only reason I'm coming back to level 1 at all is to kill this roach queen, whom we left behind because last time we were in here it would have cost us 6 hit points. Yes, I left her behind and forced us to waste time just because of 6 hit points. That is a bad habit that I've picked up after too much watching Chaco's LP of Castle Repton. Oh, and something I would just like to say while I'm here. The Northern Mud Baby is not on a force arrow, so the first time I was in here I could indeed have got both the attack and the defence if I'd noticed that. So now that we know about the altar, it is important to come back and kill all the monsters that we can, because we will need a lot of money to get all the altar boosts we want later on. As I hinted in the last video, there will be a point at which at which we can't get the amount of money we need anymore. So perhaps I don't need to kill absolutely every monster to get the last possible altar boost. But as I'm on this level and everything is 0 damage, I'm just going to kill them all anyway. It saves us ever having to return here. Weaklings now do no damage, even if I step on their sword, because I have just enough defense. There is nothing down here anymore. There's nothing left on the level except for this potion, and I'm going to leave any potions for money trades behind. This way. Just because I don't know whether I'll need that little bit of health or the little bit of money. It makes sense to leave the trade behind so that I can make the choice later. Grey Man also does no damage. None of these enemies do damage. But again, I won't get that HP. So let's go back to part 3. This gives us access to a room we could not access before from this side, although obstacles there prevent us going any further. And there's nothing interesting there, just one more room to add to our completion meter. This first altar requires a yellow key even to access it, so that's one more reason for not accessing the first altar. This room is worth remembering as a plentiful source of HP for Greckles if we ever need it, but it is very unlikely that I will ever be using that room. Goblins do a mere 18 damage now, even without the Goblin Biter. And I don't... there is one more attack gem, which is not enough to help. There are no more defense gems left on the level. Where is the Goblin Biter? It's in this room, and I have to kill a goblin and 2 tar babies to get it. I'm going to save here, but I think it is... Well, I'm going to spend a yellow and green key and get a green one back. Oh, what does this all do? Right, that all makes it so I don't have to spend a green key. Worth knowing. And here's a little platform puzzle. I need to use those secret walls to rearrange the platforms. Nice. That allows me to get in here with this platform, drop the second trapdoor. The red scroll gives you a map of the whole level. It is very odd that you get a map at the point where, well, it would be possible to enter the room much earlier. I'm not sure it would be profitable to do so. So I've got the map item after having seen all the rooms anyway. There is no room there. It would have been an interesting place to hide a secret. Tar babies and goblins still do some damage, but not that way. As I said, I don't want to avoid... I don't want to leave them until later just to save that very small amount of HP. It's nice to have the Goblin Biter. I don't know whether there will be more murderous roaches or whatever they were called on the next level. So I don't know if the Goblin Biter will ever help us again. Maybe I've got it too late for it to do any good. It's still nice to have because it's an improvement on our old weapon. The Crow also does no damage, so... Mad Eyes also do none. And finally we get to the one room in which I left a +2 defense gem. Attack. So even after killing that tar baby, it looks like there is no way to open that black door. I had to find that secret wall. Okay, we're done here. Mutant roach, that's what they were called, and... Oh yes, I was thinking, how can that be 0 damage? And then I remembered, the Goblin Biter doubles attack against mutant roaches as well as goblins. And because I'm past the 2-hit threshold, that means that a single hit is strong enough to take it out. Which is very nice because I now need only 13 more attack. To get 200, which is the important threshold for gel babies. I could certainly use soulless do 78, which is quite a bit. I'm not going to kill them just for fun at the moment. I could get 200 attack easily with the Ultra, but I don't want to at this point. I want to save myself up. Why is this room yellow? Oh, there's that potion that I haven't worked out how to get to. I need to get to the north end of town first. The Golem Guard does very little damage. Comparatively little anyway. Briar grows whenever you kill any monster in the room. So here the Briar is more or less encouraging us to go past the guard rather than kill him. However, we do have some leeway. If I let the Briar grow once and then kill the swordsman, the Briar will grow twice and I can't get past that way. So if I let the Briar grow once, the only way into here is to kill the gel baby. And in addition, I now have enough attack that I could think about killing Venom Eyes, but I would have to take the hits from them to get to the pickaxe. However, that's fine because I'd want to take the hits from them rather than kill them anyway. I have enough attack to hurt them, but killing them is still just not worth doing. So I'm going to kill this Golem Guard. There was an auto-save when I entered this house. I can't progress or get more attack without killing gel babies. So this is now the time when I should think about entering the 5th level and see if I can get more attack there. So I'm going to revert to the autosave. That's fine. His next attack threshold is 210, which is a little bit further off. I might reach it, but I'm going to take that plus 3 attack. The damage was not very high anyway. It seems a reasonable risk to take it. Well, I say risk, but of course, even if it turns out not to be optimal, I'm only losing a certain amount of HP, and I have more than enough to get through. Right, Soulless, 250 attack I need before I can kill them for free. So I'm not going to kill the gel baby until I have 200. And there is no more attack that I can get anywhere, except either by killing gel babies, which I don't want to do, or by starting the 5th level. So, that excursion had the effect of halving the Red Guard's damage. 185 was the threshold for that. I got slightly more than I need, but that's fine. Time to move on. Gobardo went down the stairs and saw the Spooks wielder ahead. He holds onto his sword and gets ready to slice up baddies. Ah, and the very first room begins by giving us... why was that also an autosave? Very strange. Anyway, 6 more attack. This is times 3 still, rather than ×4, so still 2 more attack gems needed for that 200 threshold, and of course I have to kill gel babies in order to gain any attack or make any progress at all. And I've just realised that the other autosave was because I stepped on the autosave, so that was not strange at all. Right, guards can be killed fairly easily. Venomai is down a lot. Have we... Ah yes, its defense is very, very high, so I'm crossing attack thresholds fairly rapidly. I've just crossed a threshold when I got 194 attack. The next one will be when I have 200. So, hot tiles. Hot tiles consume 5% of your hit points, which is a big deal when I have as many hit points as I have now. It makes it a good idea, if you are optimizing, to leave hit points behind and only pick up as much as necessary. Obviously I've not done that because that would dramatically increase the length of play time for not very much gain, because I'm pretty sure that nonetheless I'm going to be able to get through here. This pressure plate opens this, so we can completely avoid the hot tiles if we've gone through the room once. And one thing about going through the room, if I go this way, is that I get to pick up this ×3, this +3 defense. So my options are to kill 5 gel babies, 200 damage, to step on 3 hot tiles for 190 each, 570, and kill a guard, 690, or to kill 3 guards for 128 each, 360, 1 hot tile, 190, that's 550, 2 Venomeyes. I would kill one. I would kill them in the opposite way to what you've just seen. I would kill this one from in front and this one from behind. Either way, the total is about 1300. So this route entails considerably more damage than the others, but I get +3 defense and I get some of the health back. Also, I have a suspicion there are going to be more hot tiles in other rooms of this level. So the HP difference between the various rooms will be evened out, because if I lose more HP now, I take less damage later. And now that I know that hot tiles are going to be a major feature, I'm not going to pick up any more hit points unless I have to. He's an ordinary guard, that's fine. The water skipper. Water skipper strikes when you stand on an adjacent tile like that, so I could take 265 damage to get this, or I could kill the water skipper for double that and also get the Greckles from it. However, when I have 220 attack, which is not far off, I'll be able to kill it in 2 hits. So I can get, so that I'll take the same amount of damage in total as if I just take the 1 hit now. There's our blue door, and we have a Tar Mother. Very low damage, but I have to pay that damage every time I cut the tar. A Ghoul Roach, this is, and a Soul. These are the new monsters for this level, and they're quite hard hitting, but I can get this attack now very cheaply. Not very. I say cheaply as if hit points were much cheaper than they are, but you've seen how much my hit points went down just passing through the last couple of rooms, and I should start to be more watchful. However, because this is the last step that that gives me 200 attack, I want to do this right now. For the Ghoul Roach, I need 295 to kill it in 2 hits. For 3 hits, I'd need about 220, so it's not far off. So this is a very good point to first, all gel babies are 205 now. I could just charge through these and get this attack. But it's a little bit better to kill only one of them. And there are 2 large large health potions anytime I need to replenish my attack further. So now I'm going to go back to the Imperial Warehouse in the Forest Village. The autosave only works once, so I'll make a manual save. And my HP is very low. I hope I find a way to replenish it. 150. Ooh, well there's HP. But I would have to pass through all 3 of these to get there, and that's a bit more than I can do at the moment. I can't even kill these 2 gel babies. Venomize are quite out of reach. It's a good idea to kill this gel baby now, but even so I don't have enough HP to get through either this way or the other way. So, time to run back and get some more as quickly as I can. And I think that will be Stop it. Yeah, so I was using the control move feature, which lets you hit any directional movement key and you immediately go to the closest exit in that direction. It doesn't always work perfectly because there can be multiple ways to exit a room in a particular direction. So this is the nearest HP. And now... Oh! That's interesting. I've just crossed an attack threshold for golem guards, and I didn't even notice it. So I did not need to go back and get that HP. But I did. Actually, I did because I couldn't kill this gel baby. I'm going to be cautious about picking up HP. I was going to say defense is always good though. Then I noticed there is Briar down here. I would like to get this attack gem killing no more than 2 enemies, and that includes this swordsman. So, can I get round... Tar Mothers are doing 0 damage. gel babies, 205. Let's pick up one of these. Now we have a way into the pickaxe. I haven't seen any other tunnel, so I'm assuming this is the one that goes there. Although I would expect it to face east if it were. Venomize. If I stand in front, the Venomeye does 435. I have just crossed an attack threshold where I'm hitting it in 4 hits. For 3 hits, I'd need 237. That's quite a way off. But there is a lot of attack lying around, including that which is completely free. There's another tar gel switcher here, which is interesting. But even to get to it, I have to kill these 2 gel babies, so it's not very interesting. Also, killing those makes this free. That briar doesn't bother me anymore. The soulless, 69. Yeah, 69 is cheaper than 199, obviously. Oh, tar babies are not completely free, of course not. This tar gel switcher is also on a trapdoor, and this is an open red door. When I drop the trapdoor, this will close. It doesn't matter because I can get all the way round. So the interesting choice is... well, no, there is no interesting choice. No matter what I do, I have to kill 1 gel baby. And everything else I want to do in this room, I can leave until... well, I would keep to the principle and kill all 7 tar babies for their greckles, even though I'm losing a little bit of HP. But I don't have enough HP to kill 7 tar babies, so I'm saved from having to do that. Gel baby does 100. Shut up. What did we say it was for the Venomize? I must have just crossed it. 227, not 37. So I need 278 twice, which is 500 and... anyway, it's less than that. That does indeed bring us here. Time to go back round and kill that gel baby. Now let's see. The Venom Eye does 140 damage when I step in front, and I have to take 4 hits to get in and out. That's about 560, so that covers it. I have the pickaxe. I could now get this attack. That's still taking a lot of damage, and I don't know whether I need the attack. There's more HP in here that I could get, and it's quite a long trek between here and the 5th level, so I'm going to make a save. I'll pick up the HP and then go back to the 5th level to see how I can progress there. But I've spent a long time, I think, so I'm going to end the episode here and see you next time.